Which part do you want to read?
Let's see.
I'll read this first paragraph, and then I'll read the next one?
No. I want to read this one.
Okay. Kestrels belong to the family of birds called falcons. They are hunting birds, or birds of prey, with sharp, curved beaks, good eyes, and talons on their feet. The kestrel is smaller than the average bird of prey, about as big as a crow. Kestrels are at the top of the food chain, with smaller animals below them. They also dominate their habitat, like the tiger in the jungle. Kestrels can be found all over the world. There are 13 different kestrel species. The most common are the American kestrel of North America, and it has an arrow pointing to this guy, and the common kestrel of Europe, shown here in London. Oh. London. Okay, read this part.
Kestrels can live in many different habitats. Some live in
Try to sound it out.
valleys, some in mountains. They can even be seen in the
Busiest.
cities above.
Above means they want you to look up here. Where's the kestrel in this picture? Can you see him?
Yeah.
Barely see him. He's in the
so
city.
tiny compared to that big guy.
Aww. Although most kestrels do not feel at home in an area with humans, the American kestrels do. They have learned to perch on a chunk of metal as well as natural cliffs and old fence posts.
You'll read this one and that one, and you'll read that one.
Of course, urban kestrels, that means city dwelling, don't look any different from those that live in the fields, but they do behave differently.
Their habitats are very different, and they have to learn to adjust to the new ways of hunting and nesting, and the different kinds of foods. City kestrels must also come used to being around humans.
For your size.
Well,
So it's a pretty big wingspan. Especially since their wingspan is so much bigger than their bodies. Right? 2.5 to 1 foot long body. The smaller American kestrel is about 8 inches or 20 centimeters long, with a wingspan of about 1 foot 9 inches, 50 to 60 centimeters long.
that's small.
The male kestrel, below this guy, has more colorful plumage than the female above. Why don't you try this one?
No, I said I would read these two.
Oh. American kestrels have much more detailed plumage than other kestrels, and they are readily identifiable. Young and female kestrels are usually brown with less striking markings. Although
The kestrels, is a large bird. Like all birds, it has hollow bones. Kestrels are
what's that word?
prone,
What's that word right there?
lighter
Lighter.
than they look. A good
Sign.
that kestrels live nearby is a feather on a branch or on the ground.
So we can look for. Looks like tiger stripes almost. Aww. Kestrels have the typical head of all birds of prey.
He looks like he's talking.
Yeah.
Like, hey?
They have
Hi.
large, round eyes and sharp beaks. Under their feathers on their heads, they have very powerful ears. Kestrels' eyesight is superb. They can see 3 times as well as we can. They can see lots of detail and judge distance well. When we're 6 to 9 meters above.
Hey, I was gonna say read that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Try this one.
Kestrels appear never to close their eyes, but they do. They have a clear piece of skin that close over the eyes when they are attacking prey.
Mm-hmm.
It helps
Moisten.
the eyes too.
Good job. Their curved, sharp beaks can be used to kill prey, eat prey, like our teeth, and something else unique to birds. Birds clean their feathers by preening them with their beaks. Kestrels' nostrils are not used for smelling, but breathing. See the nostrils right there?
Mm-hmm.
Right up on top. They have very small tongues, too, but they are too small to have taste buds. Masters of the air. The kestrel is streamlined and has special flight feathers to give it lift. Isn't that a pretty shape?
Mm-hmm.
It is able to take off, hover, and soar. Its feathers are very strong. All falcons are fast, streamlined flyers. Peregrine falcons are the fastest. They reach speeds of 155 miles per hour, 250 kilometers per hour, when stooping on their prey. That's when they dive, right?
Stooping.
Kestrels are much slower. They can reach over 62 miles per hour, but usually they fly at around only 20 miles per hour. We'll try this one. Oh.
Okay.
The kestrel can stay motionless in the air. Why don't you try a bigger one? Try this one. This is a good one.
No, this has harder words.
The kestrel can stay motionless. This one's a hard one. Motionless in the
I only
air
know that.
by beating its wings rapidly and pointing itself into a strong wind. This is called hovering. When hovering, a kestrel fans out its tail feathers as well as its wings. It's cool.
Birds have hollow bones that make them light. Birds also have air scans
Sacs.
inside to help keep them in the air. They can stay aloft
Aloft. Good.
on air currents.
That's good.
Without using the wings. This is called soaring.
Soaring. When a kestrel hovers, it keeps its head still and watches for prey below. Not all birds can hover. You have to have a really good wingspan, I think. Well, another sign of kestrels in the area is their pellets, or balls of fur and bone they cannot digest. Like poop, I guess.
Less bones.
Gross. Kestrels eat meat. They are called carnivores. Depending on what is in their habitat, they may eat small mammals or birds, or frogs or beetles. In towns, kestrels often feed on rodents or sparrows. Most of what they eat is torn up first by their sharp bills. I'll try this one.
Oh, this is easy. Kestrels often choose a curtain,
Certain. That's a hard one.
post, or tree to go to with their
Captured.
prey. Their pellets are a good sign of where they may be roosting.
Roosting.
And if you
Soak.
a petal
Pellet.
in water, warm water, you may be able to tell what the kestrel has been eating.
That would be funny. You should be on the lookout for pellets. They look like that. Then we could find out. Kestrels hunt by day on their own. They find their prey either by flying and searching, or easy prey for a kestrel. Once the kestrel spots its prey, it swoops down and catches it. The kestrel may eat the large prey right away or carry the lighter prey away. Kestrels can eat the smallest prey while flying.
Like a mouse.
Kestrels may take food from other birds, and their food may in turn be stolen from them. They will even scavenge for food along the road. Can you read this part?
Yep. Urban.
Urban.
Kestrels are
Unafraid.
Unafraid of attacking their prey while humans are close by. Often hunt.
In fact,
They often hunt for smaller birds in pokes.
those babies are so cute, aren't they?
Pokes.
Before breeding season in the spring, kestrels perform courtship to find a mate. Each also starts to form a territory to defend. Here, you read this part. This is fun.
During breeding season, the kestrels perform
Aerial.
displays trying to
Attract.
a male
Mate.
mate they call to each other with their kee, 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 or chili, chili, chili.
That's cute. They have cute calls.
They even battle over territories, and sometimes they hunt each other.
Hurt each other because they're fighting. Silly guys. During their aerial displays, both the male and female circle and chase each other. It is important for the female to choose a strong partner that will be able to provide food for her before and during nesting and for their offspring. The male feeds the female as part of courtship too. Kestrels are monogamous. That means they choose one mate each season and stay together until the end of the season. This picture of European kestrel eggs show how little material kestrels need for a nest. They often nest on window ledges, but the most natural place for them is in an old tree that has a hole in it. Oh, look. Aww. Try this one.
Oh, because life is
easier
for
that one?
urban
In the city.
kestrels. I'll just say kestrels. City kestrels.
You okay?
I need to get. Can you go right now?